Come join Women Wednesdays with Lady Be Bless, an empowering podcast spotlighting women in leadership. A weekly look at some amazing women leaders, mentors, role models, change makers, community advocates, presidents, CEOs, executive directors, and boss ladies. These women are women that lead. Every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live, facebook.com/Lady Be Bless, youtube.com/Lady Be Bless.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another edition of Women Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I'm excited, not only because it's Wednesday, but it's Women's Month. March is Women's Month, and as you know, Monday is Women's Day. So this month it's all about being a woman, and you know I love being a woman. I am so happy I was born a woman, and if I was to come back in another life, I would always want to be a woman because women are wonderful. We're fantastic. We're awesome. We are beautiful. We are courageous. We are warriors. We are everything that embodies being a human being as being a woman. So all of my women out there, happy Women's Month. Celebrate yourself. Be a woman. Don't apologize. Don't ever apologize for being a woman because we are wonderfully made. Without us, I mean, what would happen in this world? We don't even want to think about it. But today, it is all about bringing forth those in the community that are doing positive things, those in the communities that are change makers, those are people that are CEOs. These are boss ladies. These are women that leads. And all through the month of March, I will be spotlighting these women. Today we have Miss LaSalle Chambers, and I'm going to welcome her here. But she's a business owner. Big up all the women entrepreneurs. She is a radio show host. You don't know she's in media, so you know we are media girls. And also she's a community advocate. The work that she's doing here in the Charlotte community with the homeless, and she's also involving her son and all of the young people is wonderful and fabulous. But I'm not going to talk all of that. I'm going to bring her on and let her tell you all about herself. Hi, Miss LaSalle.
Happy Wednesday, Women
Happy
Wednesday, happy
Wednesday.
Women's Month.
It's all about us, girl. It's all
You
about
know
us.
it has to be about us. We are the head.
Hello. So, hey, I'm loving the hair. I love the hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
you're
you very
looking
much.
good with your peekaboo shirt on.
You know, I have to give them a little something. It's COVID. You can't go out, so you have to show them a little something.
And this is absolutely the right place for it. Well, welcome to Conversations with Lady Be Blessed. And this is our Women Wednesday series. So I want you to take this time and, just tell us a little about yourself. Who are you? Who is LaSalle Chambers? This sassy woman I have right here.
Well, first, let me say thank you for allowing me to be on your platform to highlight the things that is most passionate to my heart. I am LaSalle. People call me Denise. They call me Peaches. Whatever you like to call me. I'm very heavy in with family. That is the connector. I am very passionate about helping those who are less fortunate than myself. Um, I'm a mom. I have a college graduate, soon to be high school graduate. I'm a mother of many. I'm a friend and entrepreneur, radio talk show host, cook, you name it, I'm it.
She's an all around girl.
I try to be. I try to be.
She's all around. Okay, let's go. Let's start with the business owner. You're a business owner. So tell us about that. Give us a little insight on your business, how you started it, and what made you start your business and what type of business is it?
Okay, well, first is an all natural skincare business. It kind of formed in the latter part of 2018. How it got started, I had to go to New York and visit family for something. And my cousin, she was like, hey, let's do something fun. So she was already in the process of baking soaps and everything. So all of us was in there. We were having fun making soaps. And I came back and I had to get an operation. So when I came back, some of the things that I was using were breaking my skin out. So I was like, well, let me research this a little bit more and see how that can help me without having to buy store-bought products. And that's how Seeds of Essence came about. It really didn't take off to the pandemic, where I really had time on my hands to really invest and investigate the oils, the herbs, and everything that I was using. And you do have a lot of skincare business out here that say they're 100% natural. Seeds of Essence is 100% natural. I do all my research. I'm not, just throwing something out there. Everything is organic. And I just want people to educate themselves. You don't have to take it from me, but just educate yourself on the products that we're using on our bodies. And I was having a lot of problems with enlarged lymph nodes. And every time I would go back for my mammograms, they're like, okay, it could be possible cancer and things like that. And as I'm educating myself, I'm finding out that the things that we're using in our deodorants is directly linked to breast cancer, because we have lymph nodes all throughout our body, but our most prominent lymph nodes is underneath our arms. So that's
Yes,
why
yes,
I said, let me just go ahead and just bring light to what we're putting in our bodies.
yes. And speaking about the lymph nodes, I stopped wearing deodorant, I think over 20 years ago. Because the deodorant that you put on clogs the pores, and that's how the lymph nodes get, and then it could lead to breast cancer. So definitely, you have to research and know what you put on your body. All natural products. That's
Absolutely.
wonderful. So you bake soap, huh? Tell me that process. You got some baking soap.
Well, there's two different processes. You could do the cold press process where you're using dye, or you can do the hot process where you're using a soap base and then you're adding in your all natural ingredients to go ahead and make the soap that you want. I have one client who has very severe skin allergies, and so all her stuff is personally tailored to her. So if you ever reach out to Seeds of Essence, you can send us an email and say, hey, I have this condition. I'm not going to just give you something that's already pre-made. I am going to research and see what your skin type is, according to whatever you share with me about your health, and then we process the soap and go from there.
Wow. I don't know if you can see the comments. They're at the bottom of the
Yes,
screen. So your everyone is there. They're commenting, and someone said
thank
Jane
you.
Doe says, "Sees very good product."
Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying your products,
And I
and
think your
I,
cousin
I, I
is on there.
yes, I stand behind my products. And if it's something, I tell my clients, at least give it 30 days to get into your system to see how it works. If it uh, is not working or being productive for what we are aiming to get, then it is 100% refundable. So I'm not one of those companies, once you buy, that's it. If you buy it and it's not working for you, you can either get a refund or we can go ahead and try to see another product that may work for you. But I'm all about making sure that whatever I send out is 100% organic and it is beneficial to that individual.
Okay, what's your target market? Are you only here in Charlotte? Do you have a website? Are you
I ha-
nationwide?
I have a website. I am throughout the whole 50 states. So if you order throughout the whole 50 states, we do have shipping. Um, haven't gotten abroad yet, but that is my goal. So whoever wants something shipped abroad, come see me. And
Yeah.
my website is seedsofessenceldc.com.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's interesting. So I will definitely gonna order me some seeds of essence. Anything to keep the young appearance, keep it looking good.
Absolutely. And also the health benefits. People,
Mhm.
a lot of people say, okay, I have natural skincare business, or I'm doing natural skincare, but you have to educate yourself. Some herbs is photosensitive. So if you go out into the sun, your skin may have a reaction from the oil or the products that you're using.
Okay.
Some is non-topical. So like if you're using something like cinnamon or peppermint, it really needs to be diluted and I would say do a skin patch because those are the most high heat intensity where they can burn your skin. So you also need to know, okay, I can't add this herb with this herb because it's going to cancel out the benefits of what that the main product of the herb is doing. So you really have to educate yourself. A lot of people just use generic oils. I'm always looking for something different. Not to say that what they're doing is not correct, but I just want anybody, whether you're in the skincare business or you using skincare products, to make sure that you know exactly what the benefit of your skin is.
Okay, wonderful. Wow. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so we're gonna
Yes.
move now into the radio host. I've known LaSalle for a while. I'm gonna say I think a couple years now, right?
It's about 7.
Yeah, so I've known her for a while, but didn't know she had this radio host thing in her. So a mutual friend of ours is like, LaSalle is on the radio. I'm like, LaSalle who? He was like, LaSalle. Just go dark. Just went dark. Did your light go out?
No, everything is on here.
Okay, you're dark
I
on
don't know
my end.
why.
Here, you just
I know
went
I
dark.
can see it, but I'm light on this end. I don't know what happened.
Shine that light. Shine that light. We're about to talk about Madam Radio Personality. All right. So tell
I
me
don't
about
know.
the radio show. Yeah, you're dark. You're awful dark though.
Yeah, I don't know, but all the lights are on here, so I don't know why it's so dark there. I don't know. Let's see.
See if you check your light on your computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But it look and see is working fine.
You see yourself as dark, yeah?
Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to the camera. I don't know why it looks so dark.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay,
there you
there we
go.
go.
You're bright.
That's what happens when you work in the media and everything is
I
live.
know.
Anything and
I
everything
know.
can happen.
Anything can happen. So how did the radio show come about? I mean, from one radio personality to the next.
Well, it just so happened. I have to give a shout out to a good coworker that I work with. His name is Chris. I didn't know it at the time. I was in here and I was cooking as I normally do. Got a phone call and someone say, "Hey, can I speak to LaSalle Chambers?" I was like, "Sure." And then it was like, somebody recommended your business and we would like to have an interview with you. So I said, okay, set up the interview and everything. Then I came into the radio show and they were asking me more information about Seeds of Essence. And it was like, well, how would you like to try out for 6 months and have your own radio show? They broadcast throughout the whole 50 states, New Mexico and Canada. I was like, awesome. So that's how I became Culture Talk with Caesar Essence. And it's all things of culture. I didn't want to just be getting stuck in one platform. I wanted to talk about my West Indian culture. I wanted to talk about what's going on in the United States. I wanted to talk about highlight the children entrepreneurs because so often our children get sidetracked and we're all about us as adults as entrepreneurs, but we have to realize we have a whole nother generation that we have to bring up. So
Yeah.
let's highlight the kids that's going on in the community, and given COVID and their situation and their learning situation in school is a little different. So I wanted to just bring light and have educators talking about the difficulties it is, how it's difficult for the children, and just give them a voice, because a lot of times our kids do not have have the voice to express themselves. And being
Yeah.
though that I have a very vocal 18-year-old who has always been vocal since the day he was born, I said, okay, this kind of got me into that mind frame that, hey, our kids really are scared to express themselves. And with COVID and not being able to be social with their friends and everything, it can bring on onset depression that may not have been there or have been an underlying problem, and now is brought to the forefront. So this is why I advocate for children constantly, because they need to have a voice, they need to have an outlet.
Wow, that's wonderful. So you interview children on the show. Oh, I should say young adults. We don't want to call them
Mhm.
children. So you have young adults on the show?
Yes, so I had youngest is 8, oldest was 21, 22.
Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm. And they're
That's
all doing great things. I have a young lady. She does press on nails. She does hair. I mean, and she's only like 8 years old. And but she get it from her mom. Her mom is a number one. She makes sure that she's always out there and involved and doing something. So with her having that type of outlet, it gives her mind a chance to be creative. So I mean, and then we have the rappers, and they'll tell you, I don't just want to be in one box as a rapper. I want to just use that to get to many genres, fashion. I have one young man who lives in Florida. So just because you're not in Charlotte, don't you can't be a part of Culture Talk.
right,
I'm all
right,
over.
right. Hi, everyone in the chat.
Hi.
Ali, Jane, Esther, Regina, Sarah, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for all the comments. I'm trying to put them up on the
Yes.
screen as they come
Well, thank you so
through.
much for everybody for tuning in.
They want to know about that Seeds of Essence,
I'm
girl.
telling you, listen, it is the best thing. My son, none of them, they stopped using soap. I'm their supplier now.
Good, because it starts at home. It
It
definitely,
does.
and you know what? It's good to be a product of your product. I always
Yes.
tell people I cannot sell anything I'm not using.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
so
if
if
my
you're new,
name is on it, it's not it's going to be a number one.
exactly, because you know your name is all. Your name is
That's
everything.
all you have, but I'm so sensitive about what's being said. So everyone know when you get the product, it's 100%. And
One,
it's in my lab. It's not, oh, me repackaging or saying, I absolutely do the footwork and the education to help everyone.
let me find out you got a lab at home. She said it's in her lab.
Yes, I be in here cooking it up, girl. Not only food, but cooking up that soap as well.
But you cater also, right?
I do. I do, but I have kind of subsided from that, and I will have to highlight my sister. She has her catering business, but it's actually her brand. So she did a number of things under Lips by Fee. So she has kind of taken on the catering from me, but I also still cater. It's not really time permittable. But if somebody say, "Hey, I really, really want you," then I'm gonna go ahead and provide my
Go ahead
services.
and do it. So your background, I know your background. Tell us your background. Like where you're
So
from or your nationality, where you be
So
repping.
my family is so eclectic. So we have Trinidad, we have Guyanese, we is just all over. But I was born in Far Rockaway, kind of raised in Brooklyn a little while, moved to Philadelphia, lived in Philadelphia. So I represent New York and Philly. It's the best of both worlds, best of both foods, honey. So, and then I'm now a Charlotteer. So there you have
Right. Yeah.
it.
So from Brooklyn. All our Brooklynites is here. You know, I lived in Brooklyn for 10 years. Far Rockaway was the hangout.
You can't get no better than Far Rockaway, Gino's Pizza.
Hello. The two buildings.
Exactly. And then for my Philadelphia pizza, you can't get no better than a good old hoagie or a Philly
Yes,
cheesesteak.
yes.
So
A Philly cheesesteak.
I had the best of both worlds as far as cuisine.
Right. Yeah. I was in Philly in June, July. I was in Philly just slumming around.
Well, shout out to Primos. Every time I have a coworker, she goes back to Philly often, and she brings all of my supplies back from Primo's.
Wonderful. That's great. So Trinidadian, Guyanese, American,
You
carnival,
name it.
soca music,
You
roti,
name
rum
it.
and
My
coke.
family is multicultural. African American, Caucasian, Indian. We are just a melting pot.
Everywhere. Well, that's good. It gives you a variety, and living in different state also give you a variety of people. So that's very good. Okay. Business owner, talk show host, radio personality, and community advocate. So we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna come back and talk about your community advocacy work while you get back bright again because you went back
Yes, I don't
dark.
know what's going on there.
So we're gonna be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna try to fix her light, bring her to the light. Come to the
Bring
light.
it to light.
The Lady Be Blessed Humanitarian Foundation is a USA IRS registered 501c3 public charity. Our mission is to actively and effectively engage in promoting human and social welfare with no prejudice against human suffering on the grounds of gender, sexual orientation, religious, or national divisions. Our main goal is to save lives, relieve suffering, and maintain human dignity. Donate now to support our work. PayPal.me/TLBBH Foundation or cash.app/$TLBBH Foundation. Come join Women Wednesdays with Lady Be Blessed, an empowering podcast spotlighting women in leadership. A weekly look at some amazing women leaders, mentors, role models, change makers, community advocates, presidents, CEOs, executive directors, and boss ladies. These women are women that lead. Every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live, facebook.com/Lady Be Blessed, youtube.com/Lady Be Blessed. Let us help you win in business. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses get online with business class website builders, managed WordPress platforms, domain name registration, web hosting, hosted email, e-commerce, and online stored solutions. Our 24/7, 365 support is always available at mxztdigital.com. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses. Visit us online. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time in the most important hour of hip-hop for the Ike Jackson Report podcast. Available Sundays weekly and the Ike Jackson Report podcast daily. Available weekdays for engaging, serious hip-hop political commentary. Available now on Anchor FM, Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon. Engage. Stream serious conversation. Stream the Ike Jackson Report podcast now.
Are you looking for all natural skincare products that is 100% organic? Check out Seeds of Essence. You can visit us at Seeds of Essence on Instagram or Seeds of Essence on Facebook.com. Also, check out our website at seedsofessenceldc.com. It's a small skincare business located in Charlotte, North Carolina. Order your all-natural products today.
Call now 718-547-1910 for an appointment with George the Hip Hop Taxman from Jackson Hewitt Tax Services. Only 50 appointments available on Hip Hop Tax Preparation Days, March 10th through April 15th. Use code DWI/Ike Jackson to get your tax preparation discount. Call 718-547-1910 now. No upfront money. No upfront money. No upfront money for those who qualify. For producers, artists, and indie labels to file. Get the help you need. Only 50 appointments available on Hip Hop Tax Preparation Days, March 10th through April 15th. Use code DWI/Ike Jackson to get your tax preparation discount. Call 718-547-1910 now or email DWI at promotions@thematrixstudios.com for your discount and appointment hookup.
Hi, we're back. Welcome back. Everyone is tuning in. It is Women Wednesday. This is Lady Be Blessed Conversation series. And on Wednesday, it's all about the women, and also it's Women's Month. So definitely big up and thank you for all the women that have it tuned in and everyone else that has it tuned in. This is www.facebook.com/I am Lady Be Blessed, www.youtube.com/Lady Be Blessed, and we are sponsored by the Global Progressive Women Network. That's www.wgpnnetwork.org. So I'm going to bring Miss LaSalle back in, and we're hitting on the
I'm still
second half
looking.
of our show. Oh, she's still in the dark. Darling, why
I
are you
don't
in
know
the
what
dark?
I have
My
no
dear,
idea.
come to the light. We need you in the light.
I mean, all the lights are on, so I don't know what's going on here.
Is there a shadow? Try tilting it, or what did you do the last time? Oh, there we go.
That's what it is. I just moved it.
We want to see that peekaboo shirt.
Oh no.
That's the Trinidadian in her. Trini. That's the Caribbean in her.
Oh
Wow.
goodness.
That's okay. Let's community work. I am a humanitarian, and I'm very passionate. There you go again. What is going on?
I don't know. My camera may not like where I'm at. I don't know.
Well, okay,
There we
now it's
go.
bright. Now it's bright. It's bright once
Okay.
again. Let's talk about the work that you're doing in the community. I noticed that you're feeding the homeless. You're out there. You're advocating. You're in the weekends. I mean, you could be at home relaxing. I know you're doing the 9 to 5 thing from home, but you're taking your time to go out on the weekend and actually take care of the homeless. And we know right now in Charlotte we have a very bad homeless situation going on with the COVID. So let's talk about your community advocacy. How did it get
Well,
started?
just one day I said I wanted to do something for the homeless. So I just started going around to different businesses, and I happened to come to Chick-fil-A in University. And I knew that Chick-fil-A because when I was doing the community outreach for the children, they used to donate often to my causes. So it had been a while, maybe like a couple years since I visited them. But in visiting them, if you're not a church or the school system, they had stopped volunteering and giving out food. This young lady who worked there, I left my name and number. She got in touch with me. She said, "Hey, my cousin does a lot of outreach in Charlotte." She was like, "I want to connect you all together." And that day, I spoke to Danielle, which is the head of the Love Project. Awesome, awesome, awesome person. And her and I got together for my first event. She kind of held my hand, so to speak, because she had been out there and doing a lot of community service out there. So she kind of held my hand and showed me the ropes. And her and I, every month, we all partner up. We partner up with a couple other nonprofits, and we all just do our part. She takes on most of the cooking. I'm out there trying to get donations. And she gets donations. So we all come together collectively as a group. how it started. I just happened to ride through that area one day, and my heart just sank to just see, about the homeless, but to see it with your eyes
Was it the
is,
tent city?
yes, tent city. And I
Oh,
don't really like to use that word,
hmm.
but essentially that's where they were living
Right.
and that's how they were living. So they kind of got the name tent city because they're out there living in tents. And it's heartbreaking. We all know in every city throughout the United States that there's homeless, throughout the world there's homeless, but as a person to actually see it with your eyes brings another level. And if you have any compassion in your heart, it will kind of try to move you in some kind of way, some small way that you would try to make a difference. I don't have a lot, but I have great friends. Like, I was not able to do our event this Sunday, but I had great friends to stand in for Cesar Vesson, show up and represent. Jared was out there on the front lines, showing up and representing. It takes all of us to be able to help each other. You can't think that you're so big in life or have so many things in life that you're unable to have something or a situation happen to you. A lot of those people that's out there do have full-time jobs. It's just that living in Charlotte, if you don't have two and three incomes, it's sometimes impossible for you to just get a hand up and be able to pay that rent. Right now, rents are running anywhere from $1,300 to almost $2,100 for what? When I moved down here in 2009, you can get a one bedroom $600, two bedroom $800, 750, $800.
Right.
Now,
Right.
a one bedroom is 1150.
Yeah, I
You
remember
know,
when I first moved to Charlotte, 2001. I had a two-bedroom townhome for 450.
hmm
Those same now are renting for 1,000 plus.
I went
Same.
from I went from $600 because when I first moved down here, I moved down here with family, and we were splitting the rent. I moved from $600, it went up to 850, and now I'm 1350 in a matter from 2009 to now. And that's just your rent. So if you're factoring that you're paying 1350 for rent, what are you allocating for any other utilities? What are you allocating for you to get back and forth from work? What are you allocating for food? If you have children, how are
Yeah.
you taking care of your children? And it's, heartbreaking that the mayor of Charlotte, I have not seen her speak upon this. I know the council is working on trying to make ways, but for your mayor, for your state representative, for your House representative, for your governor to not advocately try to make a difference, and you have ordinary citizens such as myself doing it, it's a disservice to the people that needs help. A lot of them are out there. Not only do they need help with shelter, but they need mental assistance. They need healthcare workers. It's not so, everybody think it's just black and white, but there's many gray areas as to what has put this person out there. The first thing they say, oh, they have to have done something to be been in that situation,
But
or
some of them are
they,
working. And that's the
yes,
thing too, what
working,
I
living
found
in their
out.
cars.
Some of them are working, but because of the COVID or the rent factor that they're now wanting, I think, a 6+ credit score, and your salary has to be 3 times the rent. So it's making it
Correct.
very difficult for someone that's making like a minimum wage job to even get the simplest of apartments.
Absolutely. Um, just hitting off of that, if you have any blemishes on your credit, that's another down factor. You know, who has, literally, just say the minimum, who has $950 times three to just put down, when you still have to live while you're trying to get that. And a lot of people are living in their cars, but the stigma is, they're on drugs, they're crazy. Well, if you know that they're crazy, how about this? When you're going to go into any kind of counseling or a social work or whatever, you have to have a certain number of hours to be able to get that degree. Why these colleges and these students are not able to go out there, assess what is needed for these people pro bono. You have to go out there anyway. You have to do something to get your hours and help these people. A lot of people just need, traveling bus passes just to get
Right,
to
right.
where they need to go, whether they may need to go to social security office, or maybe they need to go to the unemployment office, or whatever it is. They just need transportation. You have people that can, they are cognitive, and they are so humble. And I'll just tell you an instance where one time we went out there and we had so much stuff, and I was telling, come on, you could get some more, you can get two and three things, and it was like, no, let someone else get something. So I want the stigma to be removed from the word homeless. You understand?
Mhm.
Because
Right.
you, myself, or someone can be homeless the next day. I tell people I'm one paycheck from being homeless. Now, I can say that I'm not going to make myself be homeless, but any situation, you can get sick where you're unable to work. The healthcare in the United States is not conducive to what is needed for a person to survive and not have an income. So you can get sick. You can lose your job today or tomorrow. In the interim, you still have to pay rent while you're looking for a job. So there's a number of factors where things can happen to you. And we have gotten so complacent in life because we have things, you know, that, oh, well, that's not my problem. It is your problem, because one day it could be you and you will want somebody to help you as well. I broke down one day coming from out there. Something as simple as me going into my bathroom and taking a shower, and I lost it because they can't, something as simple as that. They don't have that.
Yeah.
They don't have a hot meal. And I really love the work that Danielle does, and she is inviting. You don't have to be a part of her nonprofit. She invites everybody. She partners up with the sheriff department, and it's just amazing the work that she does, and have allowed me to come in under her. So she's like my mentor, so to
Yeah.
speak, to get me, even though it's always been in me to be given, but I'm able now to give on a higher level. I know how to present myself when I'm going to these businesses looking for donations. I have a team of kids that are willing to come out and help, so they can see that, listen, do not make assumptions. See how these people are living. And now that they have transitioned from tent city, could you imagine? If I just read the article the other day, they said, okay, if they go back to tent city, they're going to get arrested. Where are they supposed to go?
But then
Because the
they
city,
provide, I read an article that they provided them a hotel room for 90 days, but only half of them took it. They will have 90 days at some, I don't know which hotel it was. So,
well, for the private, for privacy's sake, I know the hotel, but for their
mhm,
privacy
mhm.
and safety, I won't divulge it. But the thing about that is, and I was on a call, with about 30 leaders from different churches. We had some councilmen on the call as well. We had rabbis. It was just a really great call. But they also had some homeless people that they were interviewing on this call, and a lot of things go on in the shelters. And one of the most poignant things to me was that the security and the safety and their dignity is not being honored. So just because they're less fortunate, the workers are treating them less than you would treat a dog. So this is why some of them are so apprehensive about going into these
Oh,
facilities. And what happened with the event that sparked this event on Sunday is that, yes, you're taking them off the street, but you're not facilitating the needs that they need within those 30 days. So you should be making sure that they have washcloths. You should be making sure that their sheets are getting changed. It's a hotel, and it's just not a abandoned hotel. These are functioning hotels with other guests.
so they're
Their
not
sheets are
treating
not
them
getting
like
changed.
guests. They're not doing the daily
Exactly.
like they're supposed to do. Hmm.
Exactly. You're giving them a half a waffle. I can't even sustain a half a waffle. Could you imagine? So I mean, when you think about it,
You're
it's
dark
a
again.
oh God.
Oh, okay. Well, she's dark again, and we're gonna wait for her to come back. I don't know what happened, but in the meantime, in between time, hi, happy Women's Day to everyone. On being a woman, it's Women's Month, and the homeless situation is very dreadful here in Charlotte, especially it escalated during the COVID crisis of last year, the pandemic. And what she's talking about is about 200 or so residents of Charlotte that lives it's an abandoned lot. It's a parking lot, actually. And they went and they set up a bunch of tents, and it's called Tent City. Well, last week, this weekend, the city removed all of the residents. They gave them a couple hours to pack their stuff up and to move. And I think they provided a hotel for them for 90 days, but a lot of them choose not to. I think out of the 200 plus, only 89 or 90 people choose to get the hotel. The rest didn't want to take to be in the facility. I think because of some of the things that she was mentioning, also that could have been a problem. But anyway, you know better, you do better. So definitely, I hope those that didn't want to take the hotel that they go and take it, because to have a fresh a bed to lay in and heat, especially now with the temperature, is very good. It's something that they should be looking into. I'm just gonna play some commercials until she comes back. I don't know what happened. Oh, I think she's coming back. Let's see
Yeah,
if we could
so
add her back to the
that's
stream.
how we know when you're
Hi,
Can you see me?
I see you. You're back. Oh, so you're on your phone.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on with the computer, but as you can see, all the lights are on, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, this is fine. So Regina, hi Regina. Welcome to the show, Regina. Thank you for your comments. She said just now, she says we are all steps away. Am I hearing an echo? Is it coming from you or is it me?
I don't know. If you still hear it?
No, I think I hear it when I talk. And then she said it's very sad that they're being treated less than men because basic needs and respect are not being met. And you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I'm hearing
so
a
as
horrible
I was saying
echo.
before, I got disconnected, so they're not being treated correctly, and it's a lot of without divulging too much, it's not a safe environment, and people who have young children or women are very apprehensive about going into these facilities. Even men have expressed that they're not treated as a man. They're treated in less than. So if you're going to treat me as such, why would I go into your facility when I can just be on the street? You know? So we really need to have services to go out there and assess the needs of people. They don't just need food, they don't just need clothing, they need all other resources. They need affordable housing, they need vocation and education, they need mental health services, they need a drug recovery program. The need is so much that, the city of Charlotte should be shamed that they're not doing more for these people. They only move when it's political for them, or they only move when somebody wants to buy a property. But if you go all down Independence, as you know, you have all these already pre-existing
Abandoned
buildings.
buildings.
All you have to do is put running water in there, electricity, and have some security in there. Convert these abandoned buildings, and you will have
Yes.
less population on your streets.
I
But
remember,
I want
yeah.
to call out the mayor of Charlotte because she needs to be doing more for her city. She has not said anything. You have not seen her on any public platform to
No,
address this problem.
that is true. Now that I think about it, that is true. We haven't heard from Lyle. Well, hopefully this will give her a wake-up call, or we could get in touch with her to see what's going on. You speak about the abandoned buildings in Charlotte a couple years ago, say about 2008 and 2019. They had this influx of building. They built all of these high rises in Charlotte, and now they are 70% empty. And you
Yep,
have over 200 to 500 people on the streets. And all these
exactly.
empty apartments are sitting in uptown Charlotte.
Exactly. And then so much gentrification in Charlotte. all down Noda. You go down there, a house in Noda, you could have bought for like $75,000. Now there's $300,000, $500,000 for maybe a 1,200 square foot home,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's just amazing to me that you keep building and building and building, but you're not building anything for these homeless
Yeah.
people. And then
Yeah.
I understand when you buy a home that you want your home, it's an investment. You want your home to grow equity. However, as a human, a natural disaster can come and rip through your home.
Yeah.
Why would you be against having affordable housing in your neighborhood? I just
Right.
read something where the
Right.
people in Myers Park are just over the heads because they do not want any affordable housing in their
Girl, Myers
neighborhood.
Park.
Can we talk about it?
And you know how Myers Park was less than 5 years ago. And this is
Myers
what
Park was
happened with
set up.
Myers Park. Myers Park was an older Black African American community. So they went and gentrified it, and they raised the property tax. So all the older people, they couldn't afford the property taxes, so they had to sell. And that's how they get these older people to sell, because you can't choose between getting your medicine and paying for property tax, which is now doubled. Say you're paying $100, you're now up to $600 in property taxes because people are coming in and gentrifying the area. So Myers
Exactly. And if you
Park
even
is
go
ridiculous.
And even if you go back further than that, if you look at the area maps of Charlotte, you have A map, B map, C map, and D map. Well, A and B is for the higher upper echelon,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they made it so that you were not able as a minority to
To
be able
afford
to
it.
even purchase a home in that area,
Yeah.
and it's still that way to this day.
Yeah. Yeah. Regina is saying they stay in the city, they stay in the tent city because they take care of each other and they feel safer because they know that they would watch out and look out for each other. And she's absolutely right. We need to
She
refab
is.
those buildings. Like you said, give these people a chance, hope. They don't want handouts. They just want to do better, They just want help to get back on their feet and do better. I read a positive story about a young man that left Tent City. He was able to get a job and now he has his own place because someone saw that this man wasn't just, he just wasn't looking for a handout. He wanted to work, and so they
Exactly.
were able to give him a job and he's working and he got his own place. So out of the negatives, there's also some positives, but we still have a long way to go. It's not a pretty sight.
Exactly. And I'm not going to stop. I'm only one person, but I'm one person who has a team behind her. Anything Danielle say, hey, girl, we got to go out there. We have to do
Let me
this.
know. I'm
I'll
going to
be
come
there.
join you guys.
Yes, yes,
Let
yes.
me.
And I love it because when I tell the kids that I'm involved with, because I'm in the process of doing my nonprofit, which is Cultivating Colorful Minds, is a nonprofit for young boys from 10 to 21. But when I
Wow.
tell the young men, hey, I need for us to go up, okay, Mrs. Sal, what you need us to do? They are on the spot. You will have some kids that be like, oh no, I'm not going out there, or no, I don't want to do that. I have never heard that from one of those young men.
Wow.
And it's awesome to see the youth. Even Danielle has a group of young children out there. And it's important, whether you're out there in the community or you're doing something behind the scenes, to have your kids be knowledgeable. Don't just shelter them where they think their
Yes.
household is it. You have to let them know what's going on in their city, in their town.
Yes.
And if it
Yes.
wasn't for COVID, my boys and I probably would have been on the road already, because my goal is not only to do advocacy here in Charlotte, but to take them to other cities. We're going to have some fun, because a lot of our kids are stagnant and they don't know what's outside of their state. They don't even
Right.
know what's outside of their community. My
Yes.
goal is
True.
to get them out of state, even though we're going to go have fun, but we're going to go help homeless in each state as well.
That's wonderful. Tell me about your nonprofit.
Well, again, I'm in the process of getting the paperwork, as you and I discussed together. As Danielle, again, she's like, come on, girl, you got to get it together. Come on. And so if you look at it, and I'm a researcher, there's 50 programs geared to young ladies, to one program to young men.
And because I'm always around young men, I love the young men. I love their spirit. I love their vibe. You know, even my oldest, he done graduated college. His friends from high school, they still come. Mom, what you cooking? You know, I mean, and they
They
have
coming for that food, LaSalle. They coming for that.
but they have graduated. You know, I have one who's a teacher. He teaches at Rocky River High School. Giovanni's a business degree. He's in finance. You know, I have another one who's furthering his education to be a lawyer. Another one who is still going to school to be a counselor and psychologist. So they're all doing positive things. And if you bring a child into that environment, just because
Yes,
their household may not be
yes,
conducive to what's going on in the real world, you can expose and expand their minds. And that is my goal for cultivating colorful minds. And it's for boys of color, but we invite everyone because
everyone.
everyone is
Yeah,
eclectic. But I just want to expand their minds and let them know just because you're here doesn't mean you have to stay here. You know,
right.
I wasn't always this person I am now. And I have been through many adversities. I have been through a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of letdowns, but I've had some poignant people who are no longer here who have encouraged me. You know, I'm going to get a little emotional,
Yeah,
but
they're still with you. The
yeah,
ancestors are
yeah,
still with us. They're still with
right.
you.
But they have encouraged me. No matter what your situation is, you can always prevail, you
Yeah.
know. And and you know, they have given me some good foundations to be able to instill what they instilled in me to my younger generation. And
Wow.
it's my
Wonderful.
honor to be able to expand the minds of these young people.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That is so heartwarming. Aw, that's my friend,
I'm
Miss
a
LaSalle.
softie.
That's
I'm
Miss
soft in
LaSalle
my heart, but
Chambers,
you know,
huh?
everybody think I'm so hard because I'm always on, you know.
Because she's always
So people
going at
don't
it.
really get to see the soft side of me.
See how privileged you guys are today? You get to see the soft side. Hi, Furman. How you doing? Umar Adams say keep up the good work. Thanks everyone for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Oh, it's so beautiful. Give us all your contact, how they could get in touch with you. Give us all everything, all your media platform and everything. Just put it out there.
Okay, so of course, Facebook and Instagram is Seeds of Essence. You can send me an email at seedsofessence18@gmail.com. You can go to seedsofessenceldc.com website and just send me an email. I will respond.
What's the email address?
Seedsofessence18@gmail.com.
All right, definitely. Seeds of
Mm-hmm.
Essence 18 at gmail.com. And
And
what's the
we're always
website?
looking for donations. Yeah,
www.seedsofessence.com.
yeah, we always looking for donations, but more than donations, we also are always looking for volunteers. I believe hands-on is the best work that you can do. Word of mouth, spread it to someone. Maybe you can't come one day, but someone else may want the opportunity to go and help someone that's less fortunate.
Thank you so much.
I
Aw,
appreciate it.
it was such a pleasure having you on the show today, people. And that's what Women Wednesday is all about. Thank you, Regina. Yes, offside. She has that question mark, Regina. You must know
Like
her.
I said, I have the soft side, but it's not so poignant all the time.
Regina, like we have to discuss that soft side. Hello, Betty Love. Hello, Betty Love. Hey, Betty Love Palmer. Hello, everyone.
And before we go, I just want to highlight you while I have the
me.
opportunity. You do
Aw,
so many things for so many people. You are so informative. You don't mind providing your knowledge. You're out there not only in the US, you are abroad. You are doing and advocating for those less fortunate abroad. You are a highlighter. And I just thank you for allowing me the opportunity to just be in your presence and be a part of the things that you are involved in.
aw. So you're gonna.
But you know, it's true. I tell you all the time. I tell you all the time. But again, you are paving the way for others, and you do great work, and if
Thank
anybody
you.
who is not familiar with Miss Lady B, you need to check this lady out because she's connected.
Ah, connected to the Benjamins. No, information is worth more than money, and I tell people
Absolutely.
that all the time. Ah, look at Betty Love. Betty Love,
Yes.
here she is. Oh, hey, Betty and I go way back. Also, she's in New York. She lives in the Bronx. My New York
Okay.
people.
Mhm.
When I first met Betty, I was at Mount Vernon at the
Mhm.
reggae festival, and out of nowhere, this woman walked up to me and gave me her phone and asked me to hold it for her, and just disappeared for hours.
Really?
Yes, just so. We still laugh about that today. She has her own radio show. We still laugh about that. I was like, and I'm all through the festival. I'm walking around with this woman's phone, like, she doesn't know me. She doesn't know who I am. And at the end of this, she comes, she goes, hey, I had to go look for her. I'm like, you don't want your phone? She goes, oh no, it looked like it was safe with you.
But everybody know Lady B in Charlotte.
I, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Oh, where did Betty say? I'll be chatting. Who's I can't see her. There she goes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Regina. She has a chat today about crime and violence. Yeah, it's Women's Month, so we have to advocate for women. We have to stop the violence against women, and we have to stop the crime against women. She's laughing. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, but
Absolutely.
she'll be on my show at the end of the month, I think, or the end of April. Bessie Love will be here, so you guys will hear from her. I'm spotlighting all my women on Women Wednesday. I want you guys to join me again on Friday for Financial Friday. We have a financial guru. She calls herself the financial concierge, and she is the owner of She Wealth. So she'll be here to talk to you ladies about protecting your assets, right? And holding on to the bag, which is the money bag, and how you could do it. So Betty Love is on April 28th. See, we're booked. April 28th is Betty will be
She's
on.
making sure she confirmed.
Betty Love will be on Women Wednesday a whole month and so much from today, April 8th. Thank you for that, Miss Love. So definitely, guys, I enjoyed LaSalle. Thank you again. It's always an honor.
Thank
Enjoyed
you.
having you. Look forward to working with you. Definitely we'll meet up this weekend and we'll do some
Yes,
stuff.
Caesar Essence and Lady B got some big things coming, y'all.
We
Watch
got
out.
something here. We're gonna be like popping up. Pop, pop, pop. Let's not go back to the let's not go back to the club at the bottle. Pop, pop, pop. So look at Betty. Now she wants to take over the show. Tell me you better not miss it. I better don't miss it. Seriously, we better don't miss her show. Oh, Betty, we have time for your show. We have all right. So we're gonna go and get out of here, people. Like I said before, this show will be podcast up, and you'll be able to listen to it on Anchor FM, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Beaker, Castbox, everywhere else you want to know. Just go conversation, Lady Be Blessed conversation, and it will come up. This has been Miss LaSalle Chambers, business owner, radio host, and community advocate. Thank you, Miss LaSalle. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone, thank you for joining me. Like I say, Women Wednesday, we have another exciting episode next Wednesday. We'll be talking to Cindy Talk or Cindy Speaks. That's her name. And then let me give you my schedule. Okay, Friday, we have Financial Fridays. I'll be here. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be on Esther Space. That's www.facebook.com, Esther Space. And then on Monday is Women's Day. So I'll be talking to the Gambia. I'll be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing a talk in the Gambia about girl child development. So definitely I want you guys to, check that out also. But I'm going to go and get out of here. We're going to just run the commercials for you guys. And I want you guys to come back next week and join me right here on Women Wednesday. But I'll see you on Financial Friday this Friday. All right, everyone, I am out of here.
The Lady Be Blessed Humanitarian Foundation is a USA IRS registered 501c3 public charity. Our mission is to actively and effectively engage in promoting human and social welfare with no prejudice against human suffering on the grounds of gender, sexual orientation, religious, or national divisions. Our main goal is to save lives, relieve suffering, and maintain human dignity. Donate now to support our work. PayPal.me/TLBBH Foundation or cash.app/$TLBBH Foundation. Come join Women Wednesdays with Lady Be Blessed, an empowering podcast spotlighting women in leadership. A weekly look at some amazing women leaders, mentors, role models, change makers, community advocates, presidents, CEOs, executive directors, and boss ladies. These women are women that lead. Every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live, facebook.com/Lady Be Blessed, youtube.com/Lady Be Blessed. Let us help you win in business. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses get online with business class website builders, managed WordPress platforms, domain name registration, web hosting, hosted email, e-commerce, and online stored solutions. Our 24/7, 365 support is always available at mxztdigital.com. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses. Visit Ike Jackson presents the Re-Up series. Re-Up, Re-Up 2, a prequel, and Re-Up 3, The Promised. Follow the incredible adventures of Simone, a single mother assassin trying to get out of the killing game. Will her daughter's life be enough to cash out? Download the Re-Up series novels, audiobooks, and screenplays now at barnesandnoble.com, walmart.com, and digital outlets everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time in the most important hour of hip-hop for the Ike Jackson Report Podcast. Available Sundays weekly and the Ike Jackson Report Podcast daily. Available weekdays for engaging, serious hip-hop political commentary. Available now on Anchor FM, Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon. Engage. Stream serious conversation. Stream the Ike Jackson Report Podcast now.
Call now 718-547-1910 for an appointment with George the Hip Hop Taxman. Only 50 appointments available on Hip Hop Tax Preparation Days, March 10th through April 15th. Use code DWI/Ike Jackson to get your tax preparation discount. Call 718-547-1910 now. No upfront money. No upfront money. No upfront money for those who qualify. For producers, artists, and indie labels to file,